Ask and you shall receive. So I have gotten Beelzebub. And while I was looking at it, I was like, man, I'd much rather have Wargreymon and Omegamon. But he is a cool figure. Well, I just happened to be at my Ross on Wednesday. And lo and behold, for $7.99, I got Omegamon. I did look around for Wargreymon. They did not have him, unfortunately. So let's get him out of the package. And I did put Wargreymon into the bag to go into storage. Because he's like, man, he's cool, but I got too much stuff right now. So there's only a few figures that captivate my heart that will stay out for now. And this may be one of them. Let's take a look and see. Otherwise, he may just be pretty and nothing substantial inside. All right, so coming out of the package, let's see how many different things we're going to have to cut away. He's got this right here protecting his cape. All right, now let's see if there's any other things we got to cut away. There's one plastic handkerchief, well, not handkerchief, handcuff is what I was trying to think of. And one over here. Okay, hopefully that's the only one. So look, there's one going right across both of his legs. Alright, hopefully that's it. Once Betty once over, but I don't know, he's always a little bit more fragile looking. Now, I used to have some of these Digimon figures, and I don't think I had this one, but I had some very similar ones back when they made them out of a harder plastic. Oh gosh, that was like 20 years ago. But during one of my downsizing, I got rid of them because, well, you can only have so much stuff in your house, and even less now. All right, so coming right out of the package, we see some detailing. Now, he kind of reminds me of the Voltron of the Digimon. Like, he's got, clearly you can see two other characters on his arms. The white seems to be one figure, and I'm not clear because I'd never watched the cartoon more than 1 or 2 episodes. Although, for some reason, the song is very, very catchy. All right, so looking at his right arm, it looks to be a giant gun coming out of a wolf's mouth. And the articulation, okay, I was about to say it's going to be hindered. There is a rotation point here, so if you want to make it like this, you can. Or rotate it to get it out of the way so you can bend his arm. It looks like the elbow stops right there and goes 90 degrees. On his shoulder, he has a hinge joint. And it looks like he has a ball joint going inside of his body. And gives him a little bit of a shrug action there. Over on the left side, he has the same features, and the head is a little different. Now let's take a look at that sword, which is a little bent coming out of the package. It's got some runes on it, but it looks really cool. I like the black with the gold or the yellow coming through. All right, and his head is apparently on a hinge, and no, actually it's a ball joint. It's a ball joint on top. I think it's one of those double ball joints where it's down in the chest and up in the head. There's 2 different balls. All right, looking at that face, he reminds me a lot of also, what is it called? The Wild Force, the bad guys in Wild Force, they have the horns. So he's got his unicorn horn here, and then the 2 over here like he's a triceratops. I'm not sure which, again, I don't know which cute little creatures make him, but I can tell there's 3 different creatures at least making him up. His cape, it's fairly soft. It can bend. It doesn't hold any poses, and mine's got some scratch marks right here. I'm not sure if they buffer out. I'm trying to buff it out right now. All right, for his waist, let's see, there's the lower part of this skeletal looking body has some articulation. Moving the arms out of the way, he's got the pull down to kick higher legs, but those legs are really skinny. So let's see, he can actually, if he didn't have the cape on him, and I don't think the cape comes off too easily. Let's see, it's held on by 2 different things on the sides right here, which feels like they're glued in. They don't have even give room, so it feels like they're glued in. So if that wasn't in the way, he could probably do a front back split. Let's see if we can do a side split. Okay, pull it down, stick it out. And not quite, but close. Better than I could do. All right, for his knee joint, let's see. Up at top, there's not much wiggle room there for a thigh swivel. There's a little bit of a thigh swivel. Like, watch my hand. You can see where it's a little bit coming in and out, but the angle there is going to prevent you from going too far. Let's see if it compensates for that down here. Nope, there's no lower thigh swivel. You know how sometimes they'll compensate down there. But there is a boot cut swivel, and the knees do go a little bit over 90 degrees from straight, which actually go past straight. And for his ankles, they go forward and back. There's, of course, some ankle rocker here, so it is definitely a ball joint that's got a ball probably right about there, giving you more range of motions than those big old bell bottoms he's wearing. So yeah, the uniform, the overall look of him, he reminds me a lot of not Evangelion, well, kind of. More of that, oh, what was his name? The white robot. There was only one of them. It was on that series where you were on the moon. I can't remember. It looked really very medieval looking like this. Like if he was all white, he would look a lot more like him, especially the whole structure of the body. I think it's a really cool looking body. He's got that incredibly small part right here, which makes him look very like skeletal. He's got kind of the collar going around, looks like a knight. He's got a lot of armor going on. I do like the legs, how they are very flared at the bottom. And then he's got the 3 claws, which lets me know that he has some kind of claws as a beast mode. So if you know the characters that makes him up, that's great. Because I kind of vaguely noticed that head right there. Kind of looks for me. I think isn't that Wargreymmon's head? Maybe not that Wargreymon, but it definitely looks like it. You know how they evolve from one form to another? Like that was maybe his cuter evolution form. And I guess doggy mode. Alright, so as far as the paint details, we have on the shoulder here some really nice detailing with the gold on top of the yellow, and then some paint outline there. Not so much on the blue side. On the blue side, we just have 3 horns, and it reminds me a lot of the Gundam that has the, I think it's the Lumberjack Gundam. There's a nose that's red. The eyes are painted black on both of them. His eyes, of course. Wow, there's a lot more detail than you at first I thought it was just, there's way more detail in those things. I'm trying to get it as close as I can, but there's way more detail. He's got little lightning bolts right here. He's got stripes right here. Makes me almost think that his, well, again, these aren't like your regular creatures. I mean, this looks like a wolf. This looks like a horned animal. I don't know. And I would imagine the middle kind of like a white tiger. It's very fantasy oriented. Alright, so as far as posability and posing him in different places, one of the things you might have some problems with is getting to go any lower because of his cape. But you can also use that cape to tripod him a little bit if you want to get him in stances that would normally make him fall over because he's so skinny and lanky. I have a feeling that over time he's going to flop about really quickly. These legs are kind of makes me think that they're going to wear out pretty quick if you pose him too much. And I do enjoy posing them. But let's see, what kind of pose can we be doing? Like this? I like to do the side pose, like the side sword pose, or use like the side gun pose. See how far we can get the gun. Maybe you can say either by the sword or by the blade, or by the bullets or blades. Maybe. All right, so let me know what you think of this particular character, and is he worth $7.99? Did you pay more for him? I'm suspecting his original retail is about $20. So there's only one more I need to find, and hopefully I'll find Wargreymon, unless this is only Series 1 and Series 2 has hit the stores, and I, of course, don't pay attention as much as I should. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and comment below.